How was your weekend? Are you ready for another week in the rat race? Spent the weekend pretending responsibilities don't exist. Now I'm back and ready to fake adulthood like a pro. Mom, Dad, and baby have COVID currently. Baby has a heart condition. We haven't slept well for the better part of a year. We've been to the hospital 8 times in the last month. So far in 30 days, baby has had 4 viruses and a UTI. We have to get healthy enough for the next heart surgery. We both have a mountain of work to catch up on. Paying for daycare we can't use. Grandparents can't help due to compromised health. Friends are helping with running to the store, etc. I'm tired, boss. I got broken up nearly 2 months ago and I feel like I'm in the worst part of it right now. It was not a good weekend. Weekend? Oh, you mean the 2-minute loading screen between work weeks? It's pretty sad, but I'm excited for the work week because I'm doing a lot of different stuff that I find interesting and that I get to learn from doing. My weekends are always boring, few friends, I'm single, and don't have any idea on how to change either. I am so glad I don't hate my job. I don't think in terms of weekend versus work week. I just consider one day at a time, and some days are better than others. But we need the bad ones to appreciate the good ones. It would be okay to have fewer bad ones. I've been sick all weekend, so I've been nursing TV and watching my stories. On the bright side, I feel well rested. On the downside, I didn't get much done. The amount of people that truly hate their jobs on Reddit is crazy. Like there are days where I feel bored or stressed, but my job has never made me feel existential dread. I certainly have never felt the need to write a thesis-length post on the philosophy of work itself. I assume most people have desk jobs here too, so very few are out breaking their bodies for their job. Been dealing with a possible STD, though I take antibiotics for it. Hung out with a friend I haven't seen in a while overall. Pretty decent besides the sickness part. Weekend was great until I remembered I have that presentation tomorrow that I totally forgot about. Currently running on coffee and pure anxiety while trying to convince myself that winging it worked in college, so it'll work now too. I've spent this weekend getting in some last overtime before I pick up the keys to my first house on Thursday, so things are pretty good. Went mountain biking twice, had beef tartare, and a triple whopper, did laundry and vacuumed. Might have an oat milk espresso macchiato later, IDK. Not looking forward to next week's grind, but what can you do? I'm at the point where I understand why Van Gogh cut off his ear and shot himself in the middle of an open field. Was relaxing and yet a bit overwhelming. Nothing I cannot handle, though. Looking forward to a good week? Absolutely not. I have been ill for a week now. I really have to go to work tomorrow, and it stressed me to the point of feeling even worse. I have been working through sickness whole time. My doctor is mad at me. I know I need to rest, but I cannot. Deadlines are pushing me, and if I don't the job, I have real problem. Weekends always fly by too fast, don't they? I spent mine pretending I'd quit the rat race sipping coffee in peace, but Monday's reality hits like a truck. Bet half of us are just dreaming of Friday already. I just want to be able to be a part of the rat race. I'm so sick of chronic pain and not being able to walk. Work might suck, but once you can't do much for yourself, it doesn't sound so bad. I've been on leave for 3 weeks. I go back to work tomorrow. I don't want to go back to work tomorrow. I'm about to finish working for 2 days, so for me the weekend starts in 30 minutes. I'm in the service industry and work weekends. Sunday is my Friday, so I'm good. This weekend I had a really good second date for the first time since breaking up with an ex-partner over a year ago, and she seems as enthusiastic as I am. I also got to go to a really fun party where I caught up with some friends, and I've got plenty of time today to get myself prepared for the work week. Work isn't crazy, and I've got another date lined up with the lovely lady this week, so yeah, I'm honestly looking forward to it. Worked 12s right though it, but finished training. A solid week off after 4 months of on-the-job training, spend some time with the family, and return all by myself for operations. Woo, was okay. Had a little fun, but ultimately nothing noteworthy. And never spent the entire weekend binge-watching true crime documentaries in my pajamas while eating leftover pizza. Now I'm staring at my work laptop, wondering where my weekend disappeared to. The Sunday scaries are real. My car died almost 2 weeks ago. I've been riding my bike to work, over an hour one way. I feel like I'm training for the Tour de France. Not really ready for another week of work, but I've still got most of Sunday left, so I'm planning on enjoying it.